The Adventures of Hood, Chapter 14 More Guests. That evening, Robin and his men returned to Sherwood Forest with Sir Richard. Little John had also found some guests. Robin grinned when he recognized the men. "Why is the bishop out here, 4 and 3 friars?" he said. "Welcome, Bishop. I haven't seen you since I learned of Dale's wedding." The bishop paced nervously beneath the tree. He scowled but didn't say anything. He didn't want to join Robin's men for a feast. "Look at the bishop's horses, Robin," said Little John. Robin looked over. 6 horses were tied to a nearby tree. 5 of them were loaded down with boxes and bags. Robin's eyes lit up eagerly. "We'll examine your treasures later, Bishop, but first I'd like to meet another guest. This is Sir Richard." The bishop scowled again. "Sir Richard," he snapped, "I fear that we are companions in this den of—" His words trailed off and as he shot an easy look at Robin. "Ha ha!" Robin roared with laughter. "Go ahead, Bishop. We won't be insulted." You were about to say den of thieves?" Sir Richard laughed, but the bishop did not. Some of Robin's men want to make fires for roasting meat. "We should entertain our guests while we wait for dinner," said Robin. "Let's have an archery contest and some music." Targets were set up and several men began to shoot. After the archery contest, the minstrel sang and played a harp. Meanwhile, Robin talked and joked so pleasantly that Sir Richard forgot his troubles. And the bishop almost forgot his anger. At last, 2 men came to say that the meal was ready. There was plenty of good food and the feast lasted for hours. When everyone had finished eating, Robin told Sir Richard's sad story to the bishop. "Well, you are the richest bishop in England," Robin said. What can you do to help him?" The bishop said nothing. Instead, he stared at the ground with a dark expression. "Little John," called Robin, "it's time to see what the bishop's horses are carrying." Some men began opening the packs. The bishop's first horse was carrying silk for a merchant named Quentin. "I know Quentin," said Robin. "He's an honest man, so we won't touch his fabric." The horses' packs also held candles and velvet for a chapel. "We won't touch the candles either," said Robin. "They belong to the chapel. But priests don't need so much velvet." Divided it into 3 pots, one to be sold for the charity, one for us, and one for the chapel. Robin examined every item the horses were carrying. Robin's men repacked some things, but divided the others into 3 parts. A last horse was led before Robin. "Now what is this one carrying?" he asked. "This horse has a box owned by the bishop," said Little John. "Bishop, do you have the key?" Robin asked. The bishop trembled as if he had the chills and shook his head. "No." "With Scarlet, open this box," said Robin. We struck the box several times with a huge sword and finally sprang open. Robin and his men gasped as a large heap of gold rolled out. Robin ordered Will, Scarlet, and Little John to count it. Much later, Will called out the total. £1,500 in gold coins. Robin turned to the bishop. Where did all this money come from? He asked. From collecting rents and fines, said the friar. The bishop glared at him for answering. I'll let you keep £500, which I hope you'll give to the charity, said Robin to the bishop. We'll keep £500 and pay as payment for our feast, and Sir Richard will get the rest. Sir Richard looked at astonished. That's more than I need, he said. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I'll repay you one day. That's not necessary, said Robin. The bishop was grateful that Robin didn't take everything. Sir Richard mounted his horse. I must go, for my wife will be anxious about my whereabouts. The bishop tried to leave too. It's getting late. I must go as well. Oh no, said Robin. You're our guest until Sir Richard pays his debt. I don't want you interfering with that, but don't worry, we'll treat you well. So Robin fed and entertained the bishop for 3 days. The bishop had such fun that sometimes he forgot he was a prisoner. But when he finally left, he said to the friars, Robin will regret the way he treated us. I'll make sure of that.